Hey everyone, Gamer Ninja back again, and let's talk about the second Pokemon of the week for today. Or tonight, I should say. This Pokemon is Rayquaza, and it's honestly my personal favorite. And it's the third of the legendary trios cover Pokemon. So, first off, let's look at Rayquaza's stats. And it has some pretty nice stats. It's got base 105 HP, base 150 attack, and special attack, and some pretty nice defenses. And 95 base speed isn't terrible at all. Now, for this first set, it's very simple. We're going to look at that 150 base attack, slap a choice band on it, and just smash things in the face. Now, as for Rayquaza's move pool, well, that's pretty substantial, but one of the most important moves to note that it gets is Extreme Speed. And Extreme Speed is a really, 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 really good move. So few Pokemon get it, and it's a +2 priority move that has 80 base power, meaning that you can outspeed any Pokemon that's faster than you is going to get hit anyway. And coming off of a choice banded max attack, Rayquaza, that's going to leave a mark on anything. We also run Dragon Claw for just general stab, Earthquake for coverage, and Overheat just to mess up Skarmory really hard. Even uninvested, Overheat's gonna hit like a truck because you have base 150 special attack. It's really, really nice. This is a very, very simple set. It punches holes through the enemy team, and it opens up opportunities for anyone else to come in. And that's generally Rayquaza's role. It has great offensive stats, and its general role is to just smash through everything. Oh, I guess I should mention its ability, Airlock. It's an okay ability, especially in Ubers, because everyone basically uses either Groudon or Kyogre. And this basically turns off the weather so long as Rayquaza is on the field. It means it can take a couple extra shots from fire moves or water moves. While it already resists it, it's nice to get rid of that extra damage. The next set is a Dragon Dance set. Now, if you didn't like being locked into a one move like I hate with Choice Band, then Dragon Dance is for you. Dragon Dance not only improves your offensive capabilities by boosting your attack, it also improves your speed, which means you're way more reliable at sweeping. We use a Life Orb with this set. Just for some additional power. More power means you'll hit harder. And as for moves, I personally use Outrage with this set just because it doesn't really matter. You miss out on quite a few guaranteed 2-hit KOs with just Dragon Claw. I run Overheat just for Skarmory and Earthquake for general coverage. And as for the EVs on this one, it's a bit strange, but let me explain. The 32 HP EVs in speed are a bit unusual, and in order to explain that, I need to explain the speed stat. The 216 speed with the speed boosting nature guarantees you outspeed any uninvested 90 base speed Pokemon. Any minorly invested base 90 speed Pokemon. One key example of this would be Lugia or Ho-Oh, I believe. And that's pretty important because unless you get a critical, Lugia will just literally roost stall you / whirlwind you out before you can do much of anything. Actually, it couldn't whirlwind you out. What am I saying? But anyway, the Dragon Dance set will just hit hard. We run 32 EVs into HP because, honestly, if we run only 28... it'll make us have an even number in HP, and that means that we only get 4 switches into Stealth Rocks versus 5. For those of you who don't know, Stealth Rocks knocks off a flat percentage, so you always want to have an odd number of HP on something that's weak to Stealth Rocks. So you'll always end up with 1 HP left after just flat out switching around. And honestly, you're probably not going to miss that additional 1 HP in most situations anyway. So, it's worthwhile just to be able to come back in one more time and potentially do some more damage. The 8 in special defense is just sort of there. You can put that into defense as well as you want. I just like the additional special defense because I tend to switch this thing into special type attacks like Kyogre Surfs and such. So, it comes in handy just to be able to take those just a little bit better. I run Jolly Nature because you want to be able to outspeed everything, and after one Dragon Dance, oh boy, if the opponent isn't panicking, they should be. But as for the next set, I believe this one is yes, this is my personal favorite set, and it's really simple too. This is what we call a mixed Qaza, and it's probably one of the more signature sets, second only to maybe Dragon Dance, coming all the way from Ruby, Sapphire, and Emerald, and only made better with the additional Draco Meteor. Okay, so for the item, we run Life Orb because more damage is happiness. And we run Draco Meteor, Extreme Speed, Fire Blast, and Outrage. Your whole purpose of this set is to basically punish the opponent for assuming that you are a physical set. So when they send in that Skarmory or that special or that Bliss or what other I guess even Mandibuzz, they just eat a Draco Meteor or a Fire Blast or whatever to the face, and you just destroy them completely. Because what a lot of people forget is that you have base 150 in both offensive stats, and that's pretty substantial. You still run Extreme Speed to help pick off weakened threats, and Outrage to help bluff that you are a physical set. 40 EVs in attack to help boost up those physical attacks, just to make sure that the opponent isn't, if they don't know their calcs, will have a harder time telling that you're not invested. And 216 in speed for outspeeding previous things, and 252 in special attack because you're dropping nukes on everything. We run a hasty nature because you want to be as fast as possible, and you don't want to sacrifice either offensive stat because you will be using both quite extensively. All in all, this is my favorite set, and it probably requires the least amount of team support, although it does appreciate hazards a lot, especially Stealth Rocks, because that guarantees so many kills off of a lot of these hits. It turns a lot of 3-hit KOs into 2-hit KOs, and it's just a really, really good set. I love it. Anyway, the next one is a very, very, very risky set because it's a sword stance set. You don't get any speed boosts, which is a bit of an issue, but if you get up to +2, this thing will tear through anything not named Skarmory or Gliscor, and even those won't like taking repeated hits. Life Orb for more damage, of course. Sword Stance because it's Sword Stance. Extreme Speed because this is Extreme Speed. Outrage for stab, and Earthquake for coverage. The only thing that will really like taking any combination of those three moves is Skarmory, and you could replace Earthquake for Overheat or Fire Blast or Flamethrower or whatever you want. And on this set, I just decided to go simple and go 252 attack, 252 speed, max attack, and then 4 on HP. This set is riskier than the Dragon Dance set, but it can pay off pretty large. But don't be surprised if you get Revenge killed. This works really well, however, as a late game sweeper, whereas the Dragon Dance set works pretty well at nearly every stage of the game. Mid game in particular. This Rayquaza, if it comes in late game, will just wreck everything. So, that's it for this Rayquaza Pokemon of the Week. This one's a bit shorter because Rayquaza is not exactly complicated. It hits stuff hard, and it has quite a few different ways of doing that, I'm sorry. And all in all, it's my favorite of the three, just because I've always loved its design, and it will, if you use it properly, it will destroy the enemy team. So that's it for this one. I hope you all enjoyed, and use Rayquaza some more, guys. We need to see more of it. And I'll see you in the next one, where we talk about the King of Ubers. Gamer Ninja signing out.